Hi guys, my name is Trevor ILESLEY. Welcome to my channel, Rise Up, a Beamy Being. Today let's talk about being a messenger. Do you believe that you are a messenger? Do you believe that you've had a calling? Do you believe that you have something to say? Or shall I say, you may not believe. Not yet, anyway. Many messengers are on this planet today. They're just normal people. We don't look like biblical people. We're just normal people that believe we have something different to say. So is that you? Do you have a message? Do you feel that you have a higher purpose? Do you feel that you've got a calling to do something greater within your life? I believe you do. And I know that you're also feeling that there's a big question mark that comes with that, because who's going to believe you? Who's going to listen to you, and who you're going to tell? Wisdom must be used in the correct way. Not everyone is into wisdom. Wisdom is your greatest aspect. So I bring TJI wisdom, which is True Journey in Wisdom. And it became the True Journey in Body, Mind, Energy. 3, the power of 3 again. TJI, Body, Mind, Energy. True Journey in Body, Mind, Experience. Body, Mind, Energy. We are all energy. Messengers have a part of the story. All messengers are meant to be together because they share that part of their story, as I share my part in the story, and so somewhere on the other side of the world is sharing their part of the story. Messengers are put onto the planet at certain parts at certain times. That's why they're all over the place, because you're a messenger for your people, your area, your understanding, your culture. For me, happening to me as a messenger, it was for my people. It is for the East Enders, the Londoners, the Western approach to understanding the new form of spirituality. Because what we're looking for here is the new. If you have a real good look at what's going on, darkness is changing the reality of what we truly used to be. So what's gone? Freedom. Everyone has had their freedom taken away. But in all honesty, you never had freedom. So they've taken this to a point where you can't go out into the world and, you've got to do this and you've got to do that before you can. But I look at it and I think, well, go back to what? So to me, both sides of this coin is completely wrong. Because if you go back into the world that we already had, I mean, in all honesty, did it really serve you a purpose? So, if you are truly a messenger, you will go through the dark night of the soul, which means everything about you is going to disappear. Nothing of you will remain. As they say, empty the cup, fill the cup. Empty the cup means empty the human, fill the cup with the light of your message. Messengers come in all shapes and sizes, and a messenger is all about delivering. Delivering what? It could be a dose of happiness. It could be a dose of enlightenment. It could be spirituality. It comes in many forms. So understanding what is your message. Always write down your message and start to truly believe in it. But it does take time, because the dark night of the soul is a preparation to become a messenger. So if you feel that you're going through everything and you've lost everything and you really are getting screwed up within your own mind and your own emotions and nothing makes sense, you will start to see your life in chapters. It's like a book. And all of a sudden, you're kind of reading this one book, which is the human story. Then you're reading this other book. It's like, wow, what's going on here? And you flip between the two books, trying to understand the narrative of what it is that you're supposed to be doing. At this moment in time, all messengers need to come out. Everyone that wants to try and create a new reality, which is a better reality than the one we had before and the one that we've got now. We're trying to create a reality that suits everybody, which is love. That's what we're all looking for, isn't it? But most importantly, I bring naturalness, If we were more natural, then everyone would have a different life, and it's as simple as that. The darkness are creating a reality because it suits them. They're only interested in them. They're not interested in you. So you as a messenger, you're going to start to understand what it is that the darkness is doing, because there's only one war here that's going on, and that's between light and dark. So you have to decide what side of the fence are you on. The trick that they're doing is that they're taking away your freedom, and you feel like, oh no, I've had my freedom taken away. Stop and think about it. As I said, you didn't have that freedom in the first place. It's like being in prison and you've got life, and the jailer comes along and he says to you, okay, you're free. And you as the prisoner says, what do you mean I'm free? I'm here to do life. You know, I was told I was never going to get out. So the jailer says, no, you're free. I'll come back in an hour, gather up your things, and I'll lead you out into to the front gates, and you're free to go. You don't believe it. This is a trap. To me, what's going on is a trap. The darkness are pushing you into a trap, and the people that are asleep are going to fall for it. They're going to believe that they've got some form of freedom. So as a prisoner, you sit there and you don't believe it, and you think, no, this is a trap. I'm not doing anything. And the jailer comes back and says, why have you not got your things ready? I'm going to set you free. And you as the prisoner turns around and says, I don't believe this. And the jailer says, no, honestly, you're free. Here's the thing. The jailer walks you, the prisoner, out of the darkness of your cell, takes you to the front gate, opens up the front gate, and says you're free. What do you do with that freedom? Where are you going to go? You've been in there for 40 years. Who do you know? Nobody knows you anymore. You have two choices. You can go out and commit another crime. Therefore, you'll go back to what you know, which is being in prison, because it's something that you've accustomed yourself to believe that's all you are, is trapped in a cell. That's the dark night of the soul right there. When you look at the dark night of the soul, it really does make you feel like it's trapped, doesn't it? There's no way out, because you're not going to let yourself out until you realize some form of truth within yourself. So you're going to go through a lot of analyzing your own mind, your own story, your own emotions, because you want to come out with the truth. Once you get that freedom and you go out into the outside world, what is that saying? It's giving you the opportunity to be able to start again, but this time, how are you going to start? Being in prison, you're unconscious. When you're let out and you gain freedom, that is a point where you're starting to fully understand consciousness. So that's a second chance for you to begin again. But don't go back and mix with the same people. Don't go back and do the same story, because you'll end up back in prison again. Human is the prison. Beamism, beamiality, is the way that you go out into that world and you start anew with a new level of consciousness about yourself and the way that you see life. So if you are a messenger, it's all about believe my experience. Believe messenger essence, be me. Being me took a long time to understand that I carried a message. And I believe everybody, every soul, let's forget that word everybody, every soul came here to deliver a message. Why? Because you'd already come from the Great Spirit. You've been a process of 1 billion years to be able to get here. And then we go, oh my God, I'm lost, I'm confused, I don't know what to do, I'm scared of the world, I'm scared of myself, I'm scared of my own shadow. Why do you go through so much fear as a messenger? It's because that is teaching you about your fears. And once you understand that you've been fearing your own light, then you find the truth of who you are. Then you can speak in a completely different way. And it does take time. And that time is down to you. So how much time do you want to spend in your darkness, in your prison? That's fine. That's okay. Now, just remember this. It's not a punishment. There is an actual fantastic, brilliant teaching there for you to understand. Because once you understand that you've imprisoned yourself through adapting to the rules and regulations of this planet, then you will always stay imprisoned as a human being. You are a soul, you are a spirit, you are special beyond, you have healing gifts, you have greatness, you have great potential. The list goes on, but it's understanding the courage to be able to step forward. Once you are free, your job is to stay free. And if you want to free others, then that is down to you as a meaning and purpose. My name is Trevor, and I'll see you on the other side. Take care.